Hey, what is up, YouTube? ZBBasshead here. And I know this looks familiar again, like those other 3 videos before this, because I'm going to upload them one by one. But yeah, guess what? Oh, you don't know? You don't know what? The hell was that? Oh yeah, you don't know what I'm talking about? You can't guess? No? I'm gonna give you a couple seconds to guess. You still don't know? Come on, man. It shouldn't be that hard. You can see it all behind me. The car is not being sold just yet. Got some tuning to fix that shit right up. And then maybe sell the car for like $2,000 after fixing the shit out of it. It's not, nothing's wrecked, but just make it look more better. I think I might get seat covers for it, new floor mats. I don't know. Whatever else I can put into it. But yeah, this is what's going down today. I have to rehook up everything, so I'm gonna do an install video today. Woo! This is the 4th video I'm uploading, and this one's gonna be long. Maybe I'm gonna do clip by clip. But yeah, I get to hook up her massive sub in a tune box between 30 and 40 hertz. I know mine's tuned at 30 hertz, but mine's ported and it's for 12. So whatever you want to tune at 30 hertz, it doesn't matter what size it is. It could be a like a 4th bandpass or 6th, like 4th order, or it could just be a regular box like mine, or it could be a nice one like my fancy is like 10 inch. And this box like that big, just weighs a lot. 1 inch thick MDF. Watch my other video, I talked about it. But yeah, they all can be different sizes for your tuning. I'm guessing it's roughly around 38 hertz, maybe. That's what I'm guessing. I get to hook all that up. And guess what? Since I only have the JVC monoblock 500 RMS at 2 ohms, I keep looking at the reviews for this audio band Flame Q1206T. Some people run it off 200 RMS, like I'm running off 200 RMS right now on this Optimus home theater amp that I rigged up to hook up to my computer. And then I'm gonna be running at 500 RMS at 2 ohms, and I'm gonna let this bitch slam. That's what I thought about doing. Oh yeah, and the other video I mentioned, maybe my 2nd video, I don't know, look it up. Look up my other videos, man. Those black fans, when my new blue LED ones come in, I'm gonna make my fiance an amp rack for her 5-channel Planet Audio. Look at the other videos. Planet Audio and the JVC. So I might make 1 amp rack, nice big ass trunk one like mine. Mine's for like under the seat shit. Whatever one she gets, but yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I get to show you what this motherfucker is gonna do today. So yeah, let's get started. Let's go outside. What? Thought that shit was gonna work. Damn. I'll try this one. Alright, here we go. Sorry for just a couple seconds of shaking camera. Yeah. Out here now in the car. See that the power's on. Got the amps. Gonna temporarily install the tweeters again. But yeah, first things first. Pop trunk, or not trunk, pop the hood. I could totally just going ahead of myself. I just want to throw that sub in there. Pop the hood. Get yourself a ratchet. Doesn't matter any kind. It's a lot easier. Just crank, crank, crank. Remove both terminals since you're installing positive wire. Remove negative first, then install power wire. Run it through and then install it, and you're good to go. But keep the negative off. I'll show you in a second. So bam, look at that, out of nowhere, we're at the battery. See? Just bam. Fits on there perfectly. That's it though. Take off the negative and the positive for when installing. That's how I do it. Battery first, always. Number one thing to do. Got the subs already. You can see the 10 right there and the 12. Yeah, I'll show you when it's in there why the box looks like that now. Yeah, let's get this shit started. This is ZBA Basshead's first install video since I didn't have a camera from before. Here we go. Okay, the second thing you want to do is get your power wire. Preferably 4 gauge, 2 gauge, and 0 gauge. Turn my light on. Find your rubber grommet. Mine's right there. As you can see, there's already a hole in it, but it's that little line in it, and it splits open and it grabs the wire. But that's where this one is, as you can see. Then your rubber grommet should come out. Yep, right there, that gray thing with all the wire taped up with gray tape. And I ran my wire up through here, along here to the battery. Okay, next is what you want to do is hide your wire. Remember, this vehicle is being sold, so not like a billion people come on here. So it is the way it was before, under the seat, under the floor mats, which is doubled, one carpet and one rubber, and then run it under your seat. Like, I would do it under the panel, but if I break it, because I do not have the right panel removing stuff. I know there's stuff for it, but yeah, I could just throw it under the seat, run it like under here, comes out from under the seat right here, and then it goes into the trunk, and which is easy to access by just pulling that down. Remember, hide your wires. And main thing to do is power all on one side. Power, remote. I'm gonna have the remote right here too. And I guess speaker wires come on this side too. I ran mine in the middle. And then RCA's opposite side. Don't want interference with the power. Want it as far away as possible. The RCA's are going this way. Okay, now for this one, this video. There's other videos out there, but they're shit. No offense, guys, but your how to install EQ doesn't really give any ideas. Say you got your ground, remote, and battery. What these guys talk about is they just talk about it. Me, it's going same spot in there under the AC and that, the heater knobs, and then running the power wire straight to the battery, so this thing can be always powered. Remote's going to the head unit. Same with the ground. It's the easiest ground that I can find. So I'm using ground from the head unit that goes to the battery as well, or somewhere else. But I can show you. Just install these, like run the power to the battery first, and then hook up remote and ground. I'm going to show you. Alright, there it is. Just find your rubber grommet. Got your EQ wire. I know it has a fuse on it. I just don't want to pass it up and leave it. So I kept it on there. It's powered by a 20 amp fuse. And it's raining, yes, but light rain. And it's okay. But there you go. Power wire. Getting ready to be installed. I guess these are only wires I'm hooking up, so I think I'll get started. Alright, second part of installing the EQ. Remote and ground. See if I can plant this back there. Can you see that? If you can, you can. Got the remote wire hooked up already. And now the ground. Need to find it again. Voila. Can you see that? Wires look ugly, but they get tucked. I straightened them out. They look like that because I yanked it out. I didn't really yank it. I just pulled them up. They drop down behind this metal plate in there. And that's what it does. I could unhook it by just taking off the CD player, but it's not really a hard job. All the wires are already hooked up. All I need to do is put in the RCA's, remote, and ground, and that's it. Now I get to just place the EQ down here. Okay, here it is, all wired up. And that's what we have is a Performance Technique 7-band parametric EQ. Here it is. Comes from the head unit. Made it come down. And we're putting in the AUX auxiliary, and it's that simple. Now, how do you want to use the EQ? Especially 7-band, you got your bass, mids, and highs. I think these two are mids too as well, and these three are more higher frequencies. But these ones, one of them controls the hertz I want to give the subs and mids, I think. Then hit 1, 2 mids, and I think 4 highs. How do you want to use EQ now? Easily. Hook up ground, remote, and battery like an amp. And if you have one pair of RCAs coming from the head unit, well, simple. Sticking up. It's kind of on an angle. There we go. Take your one RCA input, run it down to wherever you're gonna stick this EQ, put in auxiliary. Oh no, shit, no, not auxiliary, fuck. CD, that's what we're using. Shit, my bad guys, my bad. Cause it's going CD player. And what I thought about, I would try this, but I already have an aux cord hooked up from this, because I have so many RCAs. Okay, take an aux cord, like that. Red and white, but the other end, shit, dropping shit here. The other end should have one of these, the jack. And then stick it in there if you have an auxiliary. And then hook up your sub, and your 4-channel or 5-channel, whatever you're using, for the rears and the fronts. So mid bass, tweeters. That's how I use it. That's simple. And then your head unit will have a volume, and your mids and highs will have volume, and you'll have a bass knob. Bass knob. See, look. Focus, bitch. Oh, come on. It's not focusing. Oh well. You get it though. It says sub volume and volume. But I gotta do this all over again. But yeah, that's simple. Hook it up like an amp. Put RCAs from the head unit, and you'll have more RCAs for the mids, highs, and sub. And you'll have your own bass knob. You don't need to go out and add your own bass knob. If it comes from an amp, use that. But if you want to use just this for the mids and highs, go ahead. Since your amp already has its own bass knob from the telephone jack. Now I just gotta throw it in there, but not just yet. I gotta hook up the mids and highs amp and the subwoofer, since I'm using this as a bass knob as well. Alright, that was it for the EQ. Oh my god, I could not resist. But yeah, this is what you see. I don't really care if it's not like vinyl or leather or any other kind of material. I chose this purple wolf blanket to go along with my purple amp racks. And the way you look at it, I'll post a picture of it just like in a couple seconds. But all you see is a wolf, and that's all that really matters, because nobody's not really gonna look at the sub. Sometimes they will, sometimes they won't. But in videos I'll shoot the sub. But one day I'll get actual good purple, maybe vinyl material, make it feel like leather or some shit, and get the actual matching purple. Or yeah, I'm gonna let you guys decide when I get the money. Okay, put in a comment for this part. Put in a comment what color suits me that I should put the box and the amp racks. I could take it all apart. It's not glued, or it's glued, it's not stapled. It's glued with super adhesive spray from a can. But yeah, write in a comment down below and tell me what I should change this to, because this is what it is for now. I could not resist. I put the sub in there. But yeah, let me know what material and what color I should use. Okay, here it is. Final of it. The last bit. It's RCAs. There it is. Got the sub, the tweeters, and the mids. That's simple. CD player, sub amp. Use the front channel for the tweeters, Use the rear channel for the mids, even if it's on the doors, because it's a lot easier. Because it's a 7-band EQ. You got your highs, mids, and bass. Got it all ran on the opposite side. No power wires going on the same side. As you can see, and I ran it under the seat and back there. Almost done. And get a bass test. Almost done. Gotta hook up the speakers. And I think that's it. Alright guys, this is it. The final part. Got the temporary tweeters in. Simple, basic, just like hooking up a sub. Just mount them to your dash or your doors. And then wire them all the way to where your amp is. And it's that easy. Didn't really want to show that part because you already know that. Got the EQ in. Showed you how to do that. Hopefully that helped. Got all wired. Looks ugly. I'll fix it up in a few minutes. But fuck yeah, this thing hits so hard. Bass test. Alright, here we go.